Week number 93 of the 27-inch challenge. Again, this is my deadline is 100, week 100 to 105 at most. So week 93, we have 7 to 10 weeks to go. I tried benching, so what happened is I still feel it on the rotator cuff, but not so much because I really retracted my scapula and really get that chest up, so it reduces that stress on or pain on the rotator cuff. And I tried pull-ups. I tried doing non-scapular retraction pull-ups, really pulling from the arm, and it's effective. It's not hurting my shoulders. It's not my rotator cuff. It's not hurting. And it's weird because I feel it. I did lower the weight, and I did higher reps, like 5 sets of 8, something like that, 40 reps total, without failure, avoiding failure. So that's what I did, and it's weird. I feel it on my delts, like I feel it on the side delt. So it's amazing. Even if I'm not really actively pressing because of this stupid injury, I still managed to hit my delts. So compound movements are amazing, you know. So this is also very late. This is like morning, 1 a.m. I'm doing this because of work, you know. So right now I'm applying willpower, I'm applying discipline. I'm kind of pushing myself. I'm doing this while working. Okay, you already know this. Dips, post dips, 4 sets of 12, rows, 4 sets of 12, just to get the volume in. And this is a vertical movement, but it doesn't hurt my rotator cuff. So this is just to make up for the volume of the bench, and for the lower chest also, and the middle chest. It hits, for my biomechanics, it hits that part. So squatting again. I'm still squatting twice a week now. One session very heavy, second session skill. It's more on skill and really mastering the movement. So this is 3 reps, warm up, and then go to my working set, which is around 220 to 30 pounds, something like that. So this is more than body weight. This is almost 1.5 times body weight. So my goal here is 20 reps total, but I am avoiding failure. Because what? We manage fatigue. I don't want to be fatigued when I do this on Monday, on the first. This is Saturday, and when I do it on Monday, I do squat on Monday or Tuesday, I don't want to be fatigued. I just want the technique and the feel of it and the skill of perfecting the squat, not really keeping the legs and getting my lower back high. And I supersetted it with the rows. Okay, 15 reps, 15 reps of this. Slowing down. Actually, this is too easy, so later you'll find me elevating my feet. And I feel this on the rotator cuff a little bit, but not so much that, you know, it's hurting, you know. But I think it's normal because it's a row movement. Okay, so that's the plan now. If the priority movements will be twice a week. For example, my priority is pull-ups and squat. I'm gonna do that twice a week. One skill focused, one heavy focus, like PR focused. So I'm experimenting. If this works for me, then good. Because, you know, I'm at the point that I need to do something. I need to to try something that will even get me 1 rep or more, or 2.5 pounds. Just add a little bit of weight. 253 pounds to 255 pounds is already hard, very, very hard. So I need to try something to increase the skill of lifting. I'm not getting it like a power lifter, like being too skilled that you don't care about muscle development so much. I mean, you see like 120 pounders like deadlifting crazy amounts, 400 pounds for 1 rep. I don't want that, because it's skill focused. I want the balance of skill and muscle size, So this is I ended up doing 4 reps, 5 sets, 20 reps total. That's what I ended up doing. And it's amazing. It's cool. It's cool to see that I'm mastering this squat. Look at that form. Look at that impeccable form. So after this, I'm gonna go to the airport. Like 4 hours after this, I'm gonna go to the airport. So I decided not to sleep. Like, I'm recording this video at like 3 a.m. and then 1 hour later I'm gonna drive to the airport to get them, to get my family. So it's really I'm just gonna sleep later. I know sleep is important for overall muscle development and fat loss, but sometimes life happens. You gotta balance it. Speaking of life happens, what happened this week? We had a buffet. My family and I from church, they're out of the country, and then they came back, and then they're hungry, and the food there in Indonesia is not, they don't like it that much, so they missed Filipino foods. So what happened? We ate at a very nice buffet again, all Filipino foods with a little bit of twist, gourmet twist, and it's unlimited, everything, carbs, fats, protein, even alcohol, So, speaking of life happens and you have to balance it, I ate around 2,000 calories in one sitting this buffet. So I did a pretty good job on hitting the fiber and the protein. I'm so full, I can't eat anymore. So I got like 200 calories from the veggies, and then after that I ate the protein. Like, I only ate Angus beef, It's really fatty and really good. It's really feeling good. And then I followed it up with desserts like these. Okay, so most people say they have metabolic damage, but in reality they don't. They just ate a lot on some days, and they think they're dieting. Yes, they're dieting on most days, but they forgot what they ate yesterday, or the weekends, or the birthday cake on the fridge. You don't have metabolic damage. You're just unless you are like 8% below body fat, and you're really tracking your macros, and you're eating like 1,000 calories a day, and you're not losing weight. Yeah, that's it. You have metabolic damage. But in reality, you don't. So what will happen this week? Okay, this week, because I hit 2,000 on the weekends in one sitting, and I might total 3,000. We do veg days. We do 5 low days for this week. 5 700 calorie days. I know that sucks, But if you think about it, if you think all throughout the week, you know, the net hardness, if that's even a term, the net suck, you know, is way less than, you know, you think. Okay, so for me, these shakes are enjoyable. It's sweet, it's high fiber, it's, you know, it fills me up with a lot less calories. The sweetener is the Pepsi Max, the low calorie, 0 calorie sweetener, you know, the aspartame of the Pepsi Max, Diet Pepsi, you know. So you can eat less by doing that, by having high deficit days on other days, and you still enjoy the weekends, you know, having a weekly average. Okay, you can make it less sucky, you know, but it still sucks, you know. It's still, you can't take away the hard work, you know, the effort out of it, you know. The calorie deficit is a calorie deficit, you know. It will get you to a net amount of deficit, of weight loss, you know. So week 93, so I have from week 102. This is good, this is pretty good, and I'm not seeing any results yet on the waist. Still 29, but eating like this, I know I feel the deficit already, you know, especially on training days like this, you know. I feel it, I feel the weight really heavy. Okay, so this is like the first workout of the week. The last workout you see, the last training you see, is for the last week session. I just inserted it here. So this is the first training of the week. Squats, same weight again, and I kind of felt a little bit off, a little bit weak. I told you I'm feeling the deficit here. So the first set, I did like 5 reps of the same tempo, same poses, you know, doing it slow, eccentric. 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4. Okay, on the 4th I go up. That's my tempo on squats. Try this, guys, and I tell you, it's impossible to do your current working sets if you do it like this. You will reduce weight. Okay, you will reduce the weight on the bar because this is brutal, you know, but it hits the muscle, you know, not the joints, not your hips, not your knees, you know. It hits the target muscle group, which is the quads. As you can see there, I stopped, okay, because I want to go 6, but I can't, you know, I can't go to failure because I'm avoiding to failure now. So what I did is I did 3s. Okay, by the way, I had a lot of work to do, so in between this I'm working in between the sets here. So that's 2, and this is the time that I felt okay, I need to avoid failure now. That's too slow, so I decided to stop, and I worked, and it's nighttime already, and my lats are not really cooperating with me. It's still tired, it's still, you know, it's still recovering. So it's really a full body squat, is really a full body movement. It even hits your back, you know, so be careful. This is a full body training. So this is the second set of 3. I ended up doing 3 sets of 3. So if you account the volume, normally I do 6, so that's 12 for this weight, but now I just did 5 and then 3, 3, 3. So if you account the total volume, I did 3 reps more than the usual, or 5 plus 3 8 plus 3 11 plus 3 14. So it's 2 reps more than, you know, more than I need. So yeah, so that's what I did 3 by 3, so that's 9 reps. 9 plus 5, 14, yeah, 14 reps. So this is the last set. It's nighttime. I know I had a lot of meetings, so we gotta fit it in, you know, as what I've said earlier, we got to fit it in terms of, people say your pre-workout, what's your pre-workout? Well, I just do coffee, and I haven't been trying pre-workouts a lot, you know, because I don't think it's I'm not competing in a sport of physique and bodybuilding, you know, so I don't need it. And you see doggies in between sets, you know, it's cute, and it's, you know, it releases your stress when you see puppies like this. So yeah, it's amazing. So I don't take any pre-workout, I just do it, you know. And to me, the best pre-workout is your own natural intensity. So if I feel weak, then I feel weak. I'm gonna lighten the weight. I'm not too concerned, not competing, you know. I'm not too focused on the details. It's not that important to me, as long as the big picture and the key weights are getting in place, or getting strong. For example, here's the squats and the pull-ups. I'm good. Okay, even if this RDL are not too heavy, I'm not concerned, because this is just for volume sake, for the hip hinge volume sake, you know. So I'm flexible, and I superset it with rows, because to save time, I can do rows later. So 12 reps of each, 12 rep RDLs, 12 rep rows for 4 sets, and I'm done. I'm done for the day. So that's kind of the workout. I'm trying to get more frequency. So 3 exercises first day of the week, isolation middle of the week, you know, the neck, the side delt, the arms, the calves, forearms. That's on the middle of the week. And end of the week, Saturday, so I work out Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I go for the others, you know, the bench, the pull-up focus. It's easier, you know, when you do that. You save more time, and you see that pauses. Okay, pausing at the bottom and really exploding up. So that is how you do RDLs. So be careful of this form, because it will really have severe DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. You know, you're gonna be sore after this. Okay, so here I'm trying to get my elbows 45 degrees, not really to my sides, but yeah, as you can see, I adjusted my grip so that the elbow will be at my side at the 45 degree angle. So I'm not really hitting the rhomboids, because it's stored from the injury previous weeks. So I'm pulling from the elbow, so it hits the rear delt. So this is some eggs, eggplant, some tomatoes. It's amazing. And this is my dragon shake. So yeah, no such thing as metabolic damage. Your metabolism is not damaged. It's just, you're just eating a lot, you know. So they did studies on this, you know, the Minnesota study, research on that. It's not, you know, people are, you know, they are in concentration camps, and they fed them 1500 calories a day, and they all lost a ton of weight. Not enough to stop weight loss. They're still losing weight after, you know, losing, like, they're on 5% body fat, and they're still losing on that 1500, and no one of them decreased their metabolism to a point that you can stop weight loss. It decreased because of their lighter body weight, but not to a point that you can't you know, you can't lose weight because you're eating 1500 calories. So if someone tells you they're eating 1800 calories a day and not losing weight, and they're still overweight, that's not true. Not true. Okay, so what is this? This is some ice cream, you know, ice cream sandwich, 220 calories each. I ended up eating 200 to 220 calories each depending on the flavor. I ended up eating 650 calories from this. So yeah, and it's filling also, and you know, I have a new favorite, you know. I want to try all the brands and all the flavors. That's why I bought 3. Okay, so I think this is the red bean one. My favorite is the matcha one. This is the chocolate one, actually. So this is my least favorite, you know, the third one. I should have bought the first one, the matcha one, you know, the green tea one. It's pretty cool, pretty amazing. So yeah, there's no such thing as metabolic damage for most people. It only happens to competitors who are dieting for, like, they took it to the extreme. Like they are low body fat for when I say low, I don't mean the healthy low, the very low body fat, like 10% below for men, 20% below for women. So they took it for like 2 years. They're dieting for 2 years. They stay on that body fat for 2 years. Yeah, there will be damages on the metabolism, but it can be repaired. The body is amazing. You know, we are created like very cool. Our body is like a very cool machine, so it can adapt. So yeah, so training, again, this is the isolation day. I'm not gonna show you the full week's training. So what I'm doing here is I am now doing everyday mobility work. This is for the ankle mobility and the hip mobility. That's, as you can see, I'm trying to do the pistols, the bottom part of the pistol position, and my right subscap is still damaged. I can't press overhead, so I need to fix that. And this is brutal. This is like this. If you're finding pain and you're weird, try this. You know, baseball on the floor and just put your weight into that ball in that area of the subscap, the rhomboids and the lats. It is painful, like so pull-ups, again, look at that, gains, pull-ups, body weight. I can't do like the subscap contraction because of the pain. So I'm doing just straight up bicep pull-ups, keeping my elbow at my front as much as possible. It will go to the side, but my mind is focused on, okay, the side. Get your elbow at front all the time. So when I descend, as you can see, at the side, the elbow still goes forward. So it's amazing for the biceps. It will hit the back, but not that much. You know, as you can see, I'm just pump here, but it's more on the arms. It's more on the biceps. No, so I kind of like this look. It's fat, but it's muscular, you know. So if I lose at week 102, let's see how it looks like. I'm gonna do the same pose, the same angle, you know. So dips, this is what I do now for presses, for my horizontal press, because I want that subscap to fully heal. And doing dips, I have the mobility. If you don't have the mobility, don't do dips, but I have it, so I want to maximize it. So 3 seconds down, pause. As you can see, I'm hitting my forehead on the platform there. So it's 12 reps, 4 sets. The pull-ups is like 4 sets of 10. Okay, pausing at the top and really controlling the descent. 1, 2, it's 10, count it. Okay, and really disciplining on that descent. That's my discipline for now on. From now on, you don't need a lot of weight, you just need to adjust how you perform. Okay, so right now I can switch, discipline. I don't need it on lifting weights because I love it, but on the diet, again, that's why this took so long. Some people, they cut for 10 weeks and they're already there, but they're usually small because they can handle hunger pretty well. I'm like what most people say, the endomorph type. I don't believe that because it's based on the bone structure. It just means, you're naturally fat, you're naturally big, you're an eater. Okay, so that's okay. That's me. So pause, explode, pause. I haven't been pausing because it's already burning. So I'm gonna work on that. So that's it. That's for week 93. I'm not gonna show you the other training because you already know what's happening. It's just body weights and stuff, just to account for the volume. Okay, programs down below. Click our link tree. Diet programs, training programs, cookbooks, movie star body. It's all there. Bye bye. Peace.